Hey guys, and welcome to a solo video. As you know, that we usually do 5 videos a week, and we had 4 videos. Well, when we beat the ice gym, the rest of the classes opened up, and you're able to take the classes through midterms to the finals. And as you probably know, T, if you watched one of the previous episodes, T did all the classes from the beginning to midterms, and I'm going to be doing the classes from midterms to the finals. I've already built all the way up my classes past. I just took all the midterms. So this is going to be the second half of the classes, and I'm going to focus on one class at a time. That way, so we'll start off with biology. This is the class right after midterms. So this is right after midterms. Like I said, TUG did a solo episode where he did all the classes from the first class to midterms, and I said this is right after midterms. I did all the classes up to midterms, and I was just right after midterms. I'm going to be doing all the classes from midterms to the finals. Just hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. You all did really great on the midterm exam. Thanks for answering my little question at the end too. I'll be sure to keep your responses in mind. All right, we're now heading to the last half of our classes together. It's time for our knowledge to evolve and grow, just like a Pokemon. Evolution. Yep. Haha, evolution. Today we're going to learn about the fascinating phenomenon of Pokemon evolution. As the Pokemon battle level up, they learn moves and get stronger. And for some Pokemon, once you leveled up enough, their appearances change and their stats increase, sometimes by a lot. That's Pokemon evolution. Pokemon become very strong when they evolve, making them trusty partners in battle. But some people prefer to keep the Pokemon in their adorable pre-evolved states. The difference is you remember a certain button when your Pokemon begins to evolve. Say it with me if you already know. To cancel evolution, press the B button. I had to do that for a previous video because my Bagon was getting ready to evolve, and I had to cancel out so I could show no video. That's right, everyone, B is for best answer. The button you want when you stop an evolution for evolving is the B button. If you press the button soon after the Pokemon begins to evolve, you can stop it from changing. You can also let the Pokemon hold an item known as the Everstone to keep it from evolving. Keep in mind that the requirements for evolution differ from Pokemon to Pokemon. Some may evolve by using a certain item, such as a Firestone or Thunderstone used on them. Others may have to learn a specific move or defeat a specific Pokemon in battle to evolve. The way Primeape evolves to Annihilate is especially strange. You see, there's a certain move that, and you don't learn it, but yeah. Basically, the move is I think it's Rage Fist. You have to use Rage Fist 20 times. But then when you level it up after using Rage Fist 20 times, it evolves to Annihilate. Whoops, sorry we're out of time. I guess we'll have to end the class here today. Thank you all for your attention. Right now I'm going to focus on biology, get through biology, and just do one class at a time. So, alright, so let's do Biology 5. And you get a lot of EXP stones, candies. Because I think for passing all the midterm exams, you get 5 each. So I passed all 7 of them, so I got 35 small EXP candies. And I think if you pass the finals, you get mediums. If you pass all the classes, you get larges. Hello. Before we go, do y'all remember the final question from our midterm exam? Well, Director Cloudville found out about it somehow, and I got yelled at. Whoops. Apparently, you could tell I was hiding something just by looking at me. You must notice all the colors flushed right out of my face. Haha! Speaking of colors, today I'll teach you all about colors that pertain to Pokemon. So Pokemon have slightly different coloration or pattern on their bodies based on their gender and eventual differences. In very rare cases, the Pokemon may have wildly different coloration compared to others of the same species. We call these specimens shiny Pokemon. It's quite rare to cross paths with one. Does anyone hear what the likelihood of finding a shiny Pokemon is? I think it's 1 in 4,000. Wow, that's right. You may have the makings of a Pokemon professor through these history, eh? Shiny Pokemon appear at the rate of 1 in 4,000. Isn't that amazing? The probability of encountering one in the wild is the same as hatching one from an egg, too. Eggs from the pair of Pokemon raised around different languages are a special case. There's a higher than average chance that a shiny Pokemon will hatch in these eggs, but we haven't been able to figure out why that is just yet. I've also heard rumors of a charm that increases your likelihood to find a shiny Pokemon when you have it in your bag. Can you believe that? This claim can't be sufficiently scientifically verified, but it sure would be fun if it were true. Whoop, there's the bell. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. And now we're going to do Biology 6, and then it'll be time for the finals. I thought, oh, what happened? Oh. Alright. Are we not gonna be up? Alright, I guess we're going to math then. I don't know what happened to biology, but alright. We'll do math. I guess you can't get too far ahead, okay. Alright. Hello everyone, well done on the midterm exam. Some of you earned perfect scores, the others seem to have a bit of trouble, but I can tell that y'all tried your best. I'm quite pleased to say that every last one of you passed. I can only assume that means you have come to love numbers. Stay sharp and try your best for the rest of my classes too. Speaking of staying sharp, do you know how that word applies to the Pokemon battles? That's right, it has to do with stat boosts. A Pokemon's stats can rise and fall throughout the course of battle, correct? For example, if a Pokemon uses their workup, its attack and special attack stats will rise by one stage each. And as you may know, each time a Pokemon's attack and special attack rises one stage, moves affected by that stat will deal 50% more damage. If that same Pokemon were, from our previous example, we use workup again, both its attack and stats rise within about 2 stages total. It results in a 100% increased damage dealt, making its move twice as strong. Sword Dance, on the other hand, boosts attack by 2 stages at once, allowing the Pokemon to deal double damage after just a single use. Using Sword Dance twice would boost the Pokemon's attack by 4 stages. How much more damage would this Pokemon deal? Quadruple damage. Ah yes, the question's a tricky one, isn't it? Is that quadruple? Doesn't it boost Pokemon's attack by 4 stages means the damage is quadruple. Each stage that a Pokemon's attack, the special attack, oh, it's tripled. Duh. 50%, so basic 4 stages will drop to 4 times 50% or 200% increase. The base damage moves 100%, so added 200% to that gives us 300%. In other words, the next move the Pokemon uses will do triple damage. Type matchups, critical hit damage, and other factors all play into these calculations as well. Even a small boost chip must be taken seriously. By the way, if a stat simply rose, that means I was going up by 1 stage. If it rose sharply, that's 2 stages. If it rose drastically, that's 3 stages. Just so you know, the X attack and the X special attack items that can only use in battle can be used to sharply boost these sets of stats. Oh my, that's the bell. I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. Today's lesson was a bit difficult, so be sure to review what you learned in order to stay sharp. I'll see y'all again next class. It's triple, not quadruple. My bad. I guess you can't move too far ahead, so. I guess once I get all caught up, the 6th class will pop up, I would imagine. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Did you make sure to review last class material in order to stay sharp? I know it's a little difficult with all that talk of multiplication and percentages and the like, but today we'll be talking about percentages again to learn about probability. It may sound like we're going to have another difficult class, but did you know that all of you already dealt with probability on a regular basis? Pokemon's moves generally have a probability called accuracy, which determines the probability that they will hit. The accuracy of tackle is 100, or 100%. So if you use tackle 100 times, you can expect it to hit all 100 times. Move hypnosis, which puts 100 to sleep, has an accuracy of 60, or 60%. That means you can expect it to hit 60 times in 100 uses. Put that another way, out of 100 uses, you can expect it to miss 40 times. Many of the truly powerful moves often tend to have lower accuracy. When you decide whether to go slow and steady with the moves that are sure to hit, or higher, faster, stronger, but less accurate moves, you're already studying probability. Let me see here. Perhaps Surf and Hydro Pump would be good examples for this discussion. Surf has a power of 90. His accuracy is 100, meaning you can expect it to hit every time. Hydro Pump's accuracy is only 80, but when it hits, its power is 110. So between Surf and Hydro Pump, which one would you want to use yourselves? I guess it depends on the situation. Oh my, I've seen always considering various possibilities. I may have made it sound like there was a correct answer here, but there's not. You're free to use any moves you wish. Factors like PP or numbers of targets that hit may make some moves more suited to certain situations. However, trading accuracy for power and vice versa is purely a matter of preference. The Surf versus Hydro Pump debate has been going on for quite some time. Personally, I'm more invested in debating the rock-type moves, Rock Slide and Stone Edge. Let me tell you, I can really get worked up talking about these moves, but oh my, there's a bell. What a shame. Next class will be the last of our time together, so I'm 100% ready to go. Yeah, so I guess, they're not going to let you go too far ahead. Yeah, That makes sense. Okay. We'll do history now. The history of Pokemon. Alright. Alright. It says, greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now a part of history. I was hoping to continue unraveling the marvels that history has presented to us today. However, I imagine the ability to concentrate has been spectacularly derailed by my midterm. I suppose changing things up for fun and variety may be a good idea every now and then. So allow me to tell you an old fairy tale that has been passed down from Paldea for generations. Once upon a time, there was a king who very much enjoyed collecting treasure. He was particularly fond of treasure from other countries. One day, a merchant from the east heard rumors of this king and came to meet him. The merchant had 4 treasures from the treasure-loving king. The 4 treasures were as follows: a vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. Seeing such rarities before him, the king leaped with joy. He showered the merchant with gold coins and claimed all 4 treasures for himself. Perfect time to make eye contact now, Geek Answer. Answer me this. I said that one of the treasures was a set of tablets. What do you think these tablets were? Wooden planks for writing on. Correct. The daily pursuit of knowledge serves you well. These particular tablets were wooden and used as a writing medium in the East in ancient times. As you may know, they fall out of because electronics and stuff like that, and medicine didn't make any sense, but electronics didn't exist back in the day. They fell out of popular use as paper before the use was available. When the king considered these paper substitutes treasures, they must have been superb quality. Definitely have to have some amazing profound teachings written on them. So the king obtained these 4 treasures, and on that very night, they said that a terrible disaster rained upon his castle, reducing it to rubble that died. Oh, it's that time already. I wasn't done with my story, but alas, for today's lesson, if you're interested in how the story ends, you may come see me outside class hours. Okay. Let's go to staff room because I'm interested in the rest of the story. So, then we'll go back to the classes. Here she is. Hello, I want the rest of the story. Yeah, I have CK from class 1A. The way you conduct yourself in my class and answer to give questions, I meant they piqued my interest. You're quite an interesting pupil, I must say. Tell me, given the choice, which do you prefer? Things of old or things that are new? I prefer older things. So you prefer the things in the past. The position I saw you in the class was real after all. Yes, this one may be of use to me someday. You can disregard that. I was simply thinking out loud. I enjoyed a little conversation today. You how about thanks? But I want the rest of the story. I want the rest of the story. Oh my, visiting hello there. Do you perhaps have a question about class? Yes, I have a question. What were you having trouble with? Let's have a little review here, shall we? Flying type Pokemon are weak to rock type moves. When a rock type move hits a flying type Pokemon, what becomes of the move's damage? Doubled. Yes, that's right. The correct answer is that the move damage is doubled. It's time! It's time! Oh my, I see one of my more energetic students here to see me. You have to wait your turn, dear. There's only one of me after all. Miss Time, is it true that you were a gym leader? That is indeed true. I'm quite a strong battler, you know. Wow, that's so cool. Why'd you quit? So you want to know, do you? I might be persuaded to tell you if you wait your turn. Okay, I can wait my turn. I sure can. I'm sorry for cutting our conversation short, but I see you being a high man today. Feel free to come see me anytime you have a question for me. Hello, Mr. Salvador. Oh, Gas 3A. Did you come all the way here to the staff room just to see me? Haha, since I finally make it into the hearts of my students, that makes me très happy. He's a language teacher, you'll learn. After all, like I said in class, communication is very important. If there's anything you're confused about in class or if you're having trouble here at the academy, you can always come here and tell me. Tonomi Salvador, your friend Salvatore, that is. Oh, yes. I'm not going to speak any of that really well. But she didn't give me the rest of the story. Maybe I'll talk to her again and she gives me the rest of the story. I want the rest of the story. No. I want the rest of the story! Welcome to the home economics classroom. I consider this to be my only asshole story. Master D for class 1A. Rumors of the activities have already been bombarding me from all sides. My activities? Indeed, people in my room have been talking about how strong of a battle you are and the amazing Pokemon you take along with you. You are quite the object of everyone's interest, so I may imagine that'd be a bother for you. The home economics classroom is something of a place to rest for the academy students, you see. Here they delight to share the glacial gossiping and light while enjoying a light snack. We come up quite often in these talks recently, Master DKS3A, so much that I find myself intrigued. But not a burden for y'all, we realize having me see me come and share sometimes. Sure. Why is it me? I have a question for you. Do you find my class difficult? It's just right for me. That's certainly good to hear. So, DKS3, you chose to take on the gems as part of the treasure hunt. It must mean you like Pokemon battles, is that correct? Yeah, sure. One naturally becomes skilled at doing what they enjoy. That must be why you're so strong. Oh, do forgive me, Miss Marge. It's fair and springing such an odd question about you so suddenly. I also find myself pondering the nature of strength these days. Anyway, thank you again for your input. You're welcome. I need to talk to one more. Where's she at? Well, yeah. Oh, there she is, right here. Wait, so new kid. Have you come out into the schoolyard for some training? Yes. I know you can see a fight spirit behind those eyes of yours. Why don't we do a bit of running together here to get to know each other a little better? Ready? Let's go. You ran 3 laps around the schoolyard with Miss Dendra. Phew, that really wasn't a nice sweat. You've got a good pair of legs on you, new kid. A new bout of training sure does make a body hungry, doesn't it? I'll let you have one of my homemade sandwiches in my way saying thanks for running with me today. Feed those muscles. Miss Dendra's sandwich was dry and had an odd smell, and the taste was left much to be desired. How was it? I hope it was tasty. Oh, yeah, tasty. Sorry, I shouldn't have asked you that. I'm athletic and all, but I don't know the first thing about making good food. And the honest reaction just reminded me. Well, see you later. Enjoy your sun muscles tomorrow. Alright, so I guess we can start going back to the classes. I think I got everybody. Make sure. Let's see. I got them. Got you. I'm not worried about... Yeah. Yeah, I got everybody. Back to the entrance hall. We continue our classes. But I wanted to know the rest of the story. See? She lied. I wanted the rest of the story. Maybe she gives you the rest of the story here. Maybe she gives you the rest of the story here. I don't know. But I wanted the rest of the story. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. Today we'll continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. I trust that y'all remember our lesson before the midterm exam concerning the great crater of Paldea and its interior, Area Zero. Yep, the mysterious crater of Pi captured the imaginations of many, including the former Paldean emperor. 20 years ago, a group of explorers claimed to have finally reached its depths. The name of the team that achieved this great feat was the Area Zero Expedition. The team has been made up of Paldea's best and brightest. Skilled batters, brilliant researchers, talented individuals of all kinds. Among the list of the team members was the name of a man who was the author and brilliant natural historian, Heath. After returning from the expedition to Area Zero, he used his literary talent to record the events of the expedition and publish them. Perfect time to make eye contact, young team. Let's see if you were paying attention. What was the name of the team that first made it to the deepest? That was the Area Zero Expedition. Correct. To pick up on remember the term, I simply slipped into the flow of the lecture. You really are quite the clever one. The correct name for this team was the Area Zero Expedition. Recorded the activities written by expedition member Heath can be found in bookstores and the like even today. This record is now known as the Violet Book. At the time, the entire region of Paldea was absolutely buzzing about Area Zero. The Violet Book was so popular that practically everyone had a copy. However, the book itself was full of fantastical descriptions and illustrations of things that could never be thought of as real. The masses began to call Heath a liar. Even the truth of the expedition making it to the bottom of the crater was called into question. The Violet Book was condemned to the shelves of used bookstores as just another book of wild paranormal stories. There's a copy of one of the bookshelves on the ground floor of the entrance hall. So feel you have a read if you're interested. Oh, is that time already? I bet we got accepted the knowledge. This in today's lesson, and I'll allow more than entry enigmas together next time. I gotta get a drink. My throat. Alright. I needed a drink, sorry. Tasty. Alright. Let's get back to this. Where's my controller? Oh. Okay. Now, I think once you get up to 6, it's going to prevent you from taking too many classes. Okay. So let's do English. I'm not even going to try to do the, I'll try it, but I'm probably going to fail miserably on the different languages he does. He speaks in a bunch of different languages a lot, so. How did you like the midterm exam? Y'all did really great. We're halfway there, and now it's time for another lesson. Estes Bon Pereira, are you ready? Oui! Très bon response, great answer. Merci, my friends. I know I can count on you stars. Leading up to the midterm, we learn all sorts of language words from different regions. Starting today, though, I'll be throwing a curveball, but we begin listening comprehension. Vasi, go for it, my assistant. Pika, Pika, Pikachu. Hello! Pikachu! As you just heard, Pokemon can also use words to communicate. It's not always easy for us to understand them, but the words have meaning just as ours do. Pokemon can use language to share all kinds of information with each other, like the location of food or whether there might be predators nearby. The same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. I'm sure y'all are curious, so today, that is, let's learn some Pokemon language. Just agree if you be so kind, Pikachu. Pika! What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? Happiness. Sorry, DK, it's not quite right. Pokemon language is hard, isn't it? When Pikachu says, Pika, it's using his angry voice. Okay, that's right. I have my little Pokemon pretend to get angry for us. That's fine. Don't you think he did a great job getting Pikachu a round of applause, everyone? It looks happy to me. The same Pokemon can communicate its feelings in many different ways. Their voices change depending on the mood and physical condition. Try listening more carefully to Pokemon, you might gain a deeper understanding of them. That have being said, Pokemon are quite mysterious creatures. Some actually don't communicate with the words at all, but instead use things like electromagnetic or ultrasonic waves. Some even use telepathy. And now, Apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. If you poke up your Pokemon too many times and watch them doing picnics, they'll get mad at you like a Pikachu does. Well, adios, Manatee, love it to be in. See you later, everyone. Alright, so. He looks happy. Pika! Okay. So, I guess we're all going to go up to 6 on these. Oh. Alright. Alright, let's see. My dear friends, how are you today? I hope you're doing marvelously well. It's time for another Salvatore's language lesson. Blah, 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 blah. Are you ready? I would expect no less from my excellent friends. Even your replies to my questions are excellent. Today, we will once again be focusing on listening. Go, Assistant Pikachu. As you may remember from our last class, the same Pikachu class may sound different depending on what it wants to say. Today, that is, we'll be learning more about the language used by Pokemon. If you'll be so kind, Pikachu. Pika. That's sad. That sounds a little bleak, doesn't it? It seems his voice is a lower pitch, too. What emotion do you know Pikachu was trying to say that now? Sadness. Ding, 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 that's right, DK. Fantastic. When Pikachu says, it's expressing sadness, kind of makes you want to cry, doesn't it? That's right, I had my little Pikachu cry as it was crying. Haha, funny joke, right? Don't you think he did a great job with Pikachu? A round of applause, everyone. Yeah. And now, apropos to nothing, let me give you all one of our words of advice. If you hear one of your Pokemon making sad noises like this one, you should treat them with even more kindness than usual. Well, you probably already knew that, though. A piece of cake for you all, I'm sure. Of course, it goes for your classmates and others as well. Friends should support each other in times of sadness. I truly hope that you can all have smiles on your faces all the time, my friends. Our Poke Chain's cool, and next lesson, that is, will be our final lesson together. Hope you're ready for the dramatic finale. Adios, Manatee. Alright, so let's do battle studies. This is about learning about different kinds of battling and stuff like that. Strengths, weaknesses, stuff like that. So, and you know her class outside, except for the test. She did the midterms inside. Another day, another round of battle study. Oh, so let's get right to it. Y'all gave everything you had on the midterm exams. Well done. We'll resume our regular classes today, so keep up the energy for the second half of the term. Have you all been using the R button to send out your Pokemon? Yes. If you do, your Pokemon will often adjust the direction you're facing. The super useful tactic that your Pokemon pick up faraway items for you, and that's not all. If there's a wild Pokemon near you where you think your Pokemon, they'll start battling each other. We call those battles auto battles. Just as the name implies, your Pokemon will act on its own during auto battles, meaning you won't have to give it any commands. And if your Pokemon wins, you'll get experience points just like you would in a regular battle. To make good use of these battles, it can be really efficient to train a way to train your party. Well, you want to remember that Pokemon will evolve or learn new moves right away if they level up from auto battle. Also, if a Pokemon loses an auto battle, it will come back with just a small amount of HP left. Make sure to heal it up right away. Whoops. I just did the whole class as a one-sided lecture. Does anyone have any questions so far? How do I stop an auto battle? There's no stopping auto battle once it starts. You'll have to wait to see how it plays out. You can call your Pokemon off before the battle starts if you press the ZR button while your Pokemon is on its way to the opponent. Even during auto battles, the Pokemon are out there battling for us. They're trainers. Keep battling them as much as possible, and if it looks like they're going to lose, be sure to have them retreat. Also, there's a saying, but Pokemon with low HP are already worn out. You probably won't enjoy auto battles as much, so don't look them too hard, okay? In conclusion, auto battles only work if a trainer and their Pokemon have a relationship of mutual trust. Be smart about how you use auto battles so you don't lose the trust of your Pokemon. Oh man, I was about to suggest to do some hands-on practice with this out of home, but I guess we're out of time as usual. Guys, this one now. Take care, you little rascals. Yeah. Yeah, auto battles are kind of cool. I've been using them. Let's go ahead and do Battle Study 5. Alright. So we got Battle Study 5, and then we got Art, and then we got Home Ec. And then hopefully all the 6s pop up. That'll be cool. Another day, another round of battle study. Let's get right to it. Hope you gave water battles a shot like we talked about last class. Yeah, I've done them. Making good use of water battles will let you train up a bunch of different Pokemon. It's also an efficient way to gather the Pokemon materials you need to make TMs at TM machines. Speaking of which, have you ever been using the TM machines? I really haven't used it that much. I sure hope so, because it's pop quiz time. To create TMs, you need Pokemon materials and one other thing. Anyone know what it is? LP. Looks like you're already a TM Shitty Pro, new kid. The correct answer is League Points, so LP for short. You can give the LP and Pokemon materials to a TM machine to create TMs, but that's not all. You can also change Pokemon materials on a TM machine to get LP. I recently heard about the shady individual getting LP illegally using the technique called hacking or something like that. I don't want any of you getting involved with bad stuff like that. Got it? No, I got it. Anyway, you can also add TMs that you want to make to your watch list, so you can keep an eye on the materials you need to gather. In conclusion, in order to make TMs, you need a Pokemon materials, and if you want to get a hold of watch materials, you have to battle all kinds of Pokemon. Oh man, blah blah blah, blah home. I guess we're never gonna have the time. That's it for now. Take care, you little rascals. All right. Yes, I hope y'all enjoying this. There's a little bit of a change. Let's do art. I'm not used to really doing solo videos on Pokemon videos, but I mean, hey, let's do it. I mean, I did volunteer to do this, so let's do it. And then, like I said, after that, we'll get back to it. But if y'all wanted to know the first half of it, like I said in one of the previous videos, can't remember exactly which part it is. T-U-G, Tug, did the first half, like I said. Hello, classes, I hassle yet again. I'm pleased to say that everyone did very well in the midterm exams. As we work for all your hard work, we have a special guest visiting us today. Now then, Brassy, please come in. Greetings! Who the world is you? Hey! I am Brassius. I am an artist, and I focus exclusively on grass-type Pokemon from Oregon. He was one of the gym leaders! The grass-type gym. Brassius and many create three-dimensional pieces such as statues and the like. One of his major works is the installation titled Surrendering Sunflora, found in Artisan. Many of you, as a challenge to Artisan Gym, are not familiar with these sculptures, and we're familiar with him. Yes, I do recognize some faces among the students. Hope you understand how fortunate you are to be able to attend Hass's classes. All Hass is the man who saved me when I had lost all hope of giving up on myself. But he never gave up on me. I do not exaggerate when I say that he's the mentor in life. It's precisely thanks to Hass I was able to establish my current art style. Ah, dear Brassy. I'm nothing against reminiscing about old times, but tell you, I hope you regard this past in a way only you can. Of course. Let's see. Why don't we discuss that Hass mentioned, surrendering some flora? Can anyone tell me what my mood was when I crafted its detached expression? A sadness? No, completely and utterly wrong. When I made that sculpture, I surrendered all hope. I was prepared to give up everything. I resolved to give up my life as an artist if this piece did not receive proper recognition. Hence the name Surrendering Sunflora. That's exactly it, Hass. When I started out as an artist, I spent many hardships. I even became deathly ill and fell into a slump that drove me into depression. I began worrying only about what would sell. I was concerned with only fame and fortune. But all my pieces through this time had no depth. They were all shallow trash. It was then I met Hass. He helped me realize how petty I was being. I'll spare you the details. But anyway, I was able to leave all that behind. And that's how I crafted when I crafted the Sunflora. So he was angry. Remarkable. Even I did not know the full story until now. This kind of thing is hard to tell someone, especially when they're so close to you. Now, I don't doubt adolescents will often find your heads crowded with worries. My advice to you is simple. Be honest with yourself and do whatever your heart desires. As long as you don't cause trouble, that is. Now, that's all for me. I must admit, I begin to feel a bit embarrassed, so I bid you farewell, Hass. And farewell to your pupils as well. Oh, Brassy, I can't believe it's such a wonderful class today. Oh, he's... he's crying. Alright, back to Hassel to take care of the class 5. Yes. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Alright. Hello, class, it is I, Asshole, yet again. First, let me apologize for losing my composure in the last class. I was so touched by Braxton's story that I couldn't even contain my emotions. I'm sorry for making such a scene. I certainly got very stern talking to for Miss Time after that class, yes. Anyway, let's shift gears and dive into the materials for today's class. Now, have any of you heard the 10 sites of Paldea? No. As anyone replied, there are 10 sites of Paldea that are considered particularly beautiful. Among them, I would say that the Grand Olive Orchard is probably the most accessible. Yeah, we've done that. You can see the field of olive trees from over the hill on the way to Cortundo. Two waterfalls are also counted about these 10 sites, Fury Falls and Cresoria Falls. Then there's the peak of Glaciato Mountain, known as Padelia's highest peak, Glaciato Mountain. There's another cliff on Glaciato Mountain that's named after its rather unique shape. So let me ask you, my students, what is the name of the three-pronged cliff on Glaciato Mountain? No need to grasp at straws. Exactly, it looks like a hand taking hold of something, doesn't it, DKS3A? The three-pronged cliff of Glaciato Mountains is known as Glaciato's grasp. And he said don't grasp at straw, so, yeah. But it's a shape far too stubby to be that of a human hand. I imagine someone thought it like a Pokemon hand grabbing something. There's also the mountains of Area 3 in East Province where you get a good look at Levencia. It's probably gorgeous, particularly gorgeous at night. In fact, if you were so brilliant as known as the million-volt skyline. That's kind of cool. There's quite a hot spot for dates, and there's generally so for having such a romantic view. Imagine this, what did the case to say? A very sleek selfie spot. I am never saying that again. I am never saying that again. Of course, you may feel that all 10 sites live up to their grandiose names. How often do we visit some tourist spot only to be disappointed? Not to say you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check. The important thing is to go yourself and see them with your own two eyes. And sometimes a disappointing experience can be worthwhile in its own way. Take a chance. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for your attention. That's all we got left is home ec. And hopefully, after this, class 6 is open up. Alright. Remind me to save after this. I gotta remind myself to save after this so I don't have to do all this over again. Put away your phones. It's time to begin class. But some of you had to retake the midterm exam multiple times. I'm glad to say that the majority of class passed without issue. I'm honored to see that the knowledge of skills indispensable for daily life have taken root in all of you. I trust that you'll work as hard as on your life skills in the second half of the courses as well. Let's now turn our attention to the topic of the day, which was inspired by a question I received on the subject of meal powers. The student asked this question is a young man who enjoys the culinary arts. He tells me that he regularly researches culinary techniques on his own and pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. Is it Arvin? He also spends day and night studying all aspects of the culinary arts. Yet despite this, he has baffled by his ability to increase his effectiveness with his meal powers. So tell me, Master J, since you did quite well on the midterm exam, what should Arvin, this young man do to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers? You should make the food more often? The culinary arts are not so easily grasped. Simply engaging in them more often will not necessarily reward you with success. To increase the effectiveness of meal powers, the sandwiches must be filled with many different ingredients. For a single person, it's may be difficult, but picnics. If you prepare a sandwich with others, you will be able to handle a large serving of bread. With a larger base to start with, it becomes quite simple to add more ingredients to your sandwich, which in turn makes it possible to see meal powers and increase effectiveness. This applies more broadly as well. When dealing with a difficult issue, working with others to solve that issue may be the best course of action. I'm sure that Arvin will likewise work with friends to craft a sandwich in the future. The identity of male student is a matter of privacy, so I ask you to not inquire too deeply. Our time together is coming in for today. I bid you all farewell. You want to increase the effectiveness of the Murmur Mythica so you can get his mastiff healed up. That's my guess. Home ec 5. Yes. I'm glad these don't count against me if I get them wrong. Put away your phones. It's time to begin class. While you're out performing field work with one of your Pokemon walking alongside you, have you ever noticed changes in its coloration? Now, I don't mean that if something becomes shiny Pokemon or any nonsense like that. I'm speaking of it as becoming filthy. Pokemon battle, they get hurt by moves used against them. They get battered by wind and rain. They get covered in sand and mud. They get in the world filthy. I've seen a mini trainer walking about with their adorable little Pokemon without addressing this issue. It's deplorable. Let me ask this question to someone who I'm sure would not tolerate such shameful conduct. Ah yes, Master GKS 3A. What'd you do if your Pokemon is dirty? Clean it up. Perfectly correct. I knew I could count you provide me such an answer. When your Pokemon are dirty, clean them. This is, of course, simply common sense. While you're having a picnic, you can approach your Pokemon and team and perform a variety of actions. One such action is put them through what I like to call a Pokemon wash. In other words, you're able to clean them up. You start by getting your sponge lathered up with soapy bubbles as you gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. Once your Pokemon starts to cover in soapy bubbles, the soap will encapsulate the filth and you simply wash it away with a spray of water. So you get your Pokemon clean and shiny bright as a Terra Jewel. We need to try that next time we have a picnic. It is certainly quite a bit of work, but this will also restore HP and cure status conditions. However, some Pokemon may have parts of their bodies that you just don't want scrubbed, or they allow them not get wet. Be sure to keep this in mind when cleaning your Pokemon. Now, the most important point I must mention is that Pokemon like to be dirty. So I'll contradict myself by saying this, but do remember that cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind thing to do. Our time to go to come in today. I bid you all farewell. Alright, now, is all the classes open again? Hold on. I gotta figure something out real quick, sorry. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I do for class 6. Sorry, I'm just going to walk around for a minute while I try to figure this out. Alright, it says, why visiting of last one day? Are you back into the rest of the tale? Yes! I wanted that! Hey, it's convenient to take the bait of his enemy class. The vessel was stored at 7 tablets for you, set of beasts. After obtaining these 4 treasures, the king's castle was destroyed. Why, you ask? These 4 treasures were actually 4 Pokemon. As the Pokemon was passed from human hand to human hand has treasures, they slowly became tainted by hubris and greed. Finally, after coming in contact with the rapacity of the king at that time, they awakened as disasters and began to rampage out of control. The king called for renowned Pokemon wielders to defend the country, and after a fierce battle, these carnations of disaster were quelled. It said that these 4 Pokemon were distilled away somewhere in Paldea. So what do you think? Would you say the story is just make-believe? No. Yeah, very astute of you. I've read my historical disaster reports, personal journals, and the like. The research supports the truth of the story. If I'm able to prove the story's veracity myself, I'll be sure to let you know. Alright. Hello. Oh my goodness. Please forgive me, this is an odd question. Yeah, I can ask me from a war just now. I just got here. Yes, I suppose you wouldn't have been doing something like that. I'm sorry. You see, I try to put this. Recently, there have been times when I feel like I'm being watched. Not by a Pokemon body, but by a person. I thought it might be a ghost, so I tried to ask my sister for help. She said most likely it in one. She's good with ghost-type Pokemon, you know. Perhaps one of my students is quietly watching me and waiting for a chance to ask me a question? That might be it. Goodness, is that one of the intense gaze I felt? If you notice someone with that sort of fire in their eyes, come tell me, won't you? If you're too shy to come ask me themselves, then I'll go to them. You can't even coach them this time. Did I mimic you? Alright. Maybe I can get some friendship up with these guys real quick. Well, you see, new kid. Great to meet you here in some Illinois guys. What a coincidence, eh? Likewise. So, well, you see, Mr. Intro tells me cheers for intensive training in sandwich making. Oh, well, it's no use hiding it now. Oh, dear, I'm terribly sorry we're keeping this a secret. Well, I mean, not really, but it does look like very cool to openly admit I'm here for intensive training, you know? Understood, I'll be more careful in the future. Well, new kid, now that you know I'm up to, I guess you'll have to help me out with my training here. Try the sandwich as a result of my training so far. The ginger sandwiches are soggy and hard to eat, and once again, the taste left much to be desired. That was my meat lover's prosciutto, bacon, and chorizo sandwich. How was it? It was a little meat heavy. What, you mean there was a problem with my choice of filling? I guess focus so much on the ingredients really the number one the flavor, huh? Miss Ginger, I believe a simple addition of butter would have done wonders for your sandwich. Butter helps to protect the bread from getting soggy due to the moisture of the ingredients. It also works to enhance the sandwich's flavor. Butter, that makes sense. Thank you for teaching me that tip, Mr. Segura, but why didn't you tell me that while I was making the sandwich? Oh, well, you see, when I saw you, I had not realized you had begun your food prep. I thought you were simply trying to destroy my classroom. Well, anyway, Luca, thank you, Mr. Seguro here. Maybe finally be getting the hang of this. Thanks for your advice. Okay, so I continue talking to her. You scare me. Oh, you he? Oh no, I'm not here for anything food related at all. I was just walking on the entrance hall, and I felt that intense gaze I told you about before. So I quickly ducked into the cafeteria here. Our cafeteria has only one entrance, so I thought I might be able to discover the identity of the first watchman they followed me in here. Someone came to come just now. Huh, that's weird. I saw her come in here. I guess I won't be able to ask my question today either. That girl, I feel like I've seen her several times before. She should be a student here, but I get the feeling that her questions are about her studies. Next time I see her, maybe I just start a conversation myself. Could have been a little scary being here on my own. I'm glad you're in here with me. Hello, Master DK. It's been some while since we last met. Are you here to eat as well? Yep, I'm starving. Excellent. You shouldn't bat on an empty stomach. I myself am here to serve in the student cafeteria, let's say. I'm serving the nutritional content of the food that our students partake on a regular basis. One item on the menu that I'm particularly interested in is the peanut butter sandwich. It's sweet and quite delicious. Yes, perhaps I'll order one right now. Oh, look, it's Mr. Seguro. He's so fashionable and cool. I guess the teacher comes to the cafeteria too, huh? Don't you think I'll have an egg sandwich? No, if he eats anything like that, it will definitely be something spicy like the 5-alarm sandwich. He's so cool. He'll definitely get that wild and spicy 5-alarm sandwich. Can I have a 5-alarm sandwich? I do enjoy the spicy food. Yes, you suggested I have a peanut butter sandwich back together. I suppose I shall have to try one if you insist. That was close. I almost forced myself to order something spicy, my least favorite of flavors. Thank you for restraining me, Master DKS3A. Seems like the student here to me as fashionable and cool, and dare I say it, exuding a sort of brooding streak. I have a habit of acting such a way as to not destroy their image of me. I showed my true colors just now, just about thanking. Please keep this a secret between us. Alright, so I found out for the 6th class, in the final exam, you actually use seven badges, which you only have 6 for the Earthbound crew, so we're actually going to have to do one more badge before I can do the last class. Last classes is like that, so that's all the classes I can do for now. That's all the classes I can do for now, and then we can, and then after we get our 7th badge or our next recording like that, I can do the last class and final exam. So, we'll finish that up. Oh. I'm acting thinking S3A. There's something I would like very much to ask for your help with. Well, you see, I do not really want to overhear this, but I hear rumors of a incredibly sweet condiment that exists somewhere in the Paldea region. I was the most experienced at ambrosial sweetness for myself. You're the only one who knows my insatiable sweet tooth does. I have no one else I can turn to for help in this matter. I cannot go look for this comment myself, lest I destroy these images of students out of me. I will be paying for your troubles, of course. Give it some thought if this piques your interest. In the meantime, I'll gather what information I can about this incredibly sweet condiment. We'll finish that up. Alright, so I can't go any further with them, it looks like. So I go ahead and get their trust factors up all the way. Alright. No way, no way, no way! Come on, Miriam, just try it. Miss Indra! Oh, great timing, new kid. Nurse Miriam won't try the sandwich I made. Well, duh, I don't want to make it a stomach ache. You won't probably. I still remember that sandwich you made with me with the meat filling and the meat for bread. That really messed me up really bad. I haven't trained in the art of sandwich made me up back then. I was young and thoughtless. It was last month. So as you can see, I'm not getting anywhere trying to persuade her. Even after I went through that intensive sandwich training making, it makes me kind of sad. She went through intensive sandwich making. She worked really hard at it. Ugh. I guess I have no choice because you want to be cute little students on your side. So fine, I'll try a sandwich. Let's see it. Yes, I knew you come around. Here it is. It's a little strong on the flavor, but I guess it's not bad. Woo, my training's paid off. I'm so glad my sandwich pleases the great Nurse Miriam. I look up to you, you know. Thank you for trying that, and thanks to you, new kid. And she's running off again. That was weird. But that's how Miss Indra is, I guess. She's always coming to the nurse's office with some injury or another, too. Alright, I gotta finish them up. Might as well go ahead and get their, all their, friendships up as much as I can, so. Oh, why hello there, Master Deal. How's the treasure hunt coming along? Having all sorts of adventures, I hope? Yeah, it's been great. Wonderful, I'm glad to hear it. Do keep in mind that the treasure hunt has no set course or criteria you must follow. Simply go where your heart takes you and you'll do splendidly. Speaking of such pursuits, has been something on my mind as of late. If I can ask for your expertise on the matter, I'll be most grateful. You see, I recently heard a word whose meaning escaped me. I believe that has to be sort of slang. Tell me, what does chuggy? I don't even know. I see, so one might say today's lesson was the chuggiest. Is that right? I don't know. The words used by young people these days are quite often beyond my comprehension. When I learn the message behind the words, I find out they're much closer to my students. I'm most grateful to the help on that front. I was going to do Director Clavel too. I'm pleased to see you on the school grounds again. Travel to adventure is certainly out of place, but it's good when attend classes as well. No, speaking of which, there was something I wanted much after I asked of you. I understand you have enjoyed a variety of classes during your time here at the academy, but if I ask which one of the faculty members makes a major overall impression on you, if I have to say, Miss Indra. Oh, Miss Indra from the battle class would say, yes, she's a fine teacher, most upbeat and cheerful woman. We are truly blessed to have so many wonderful teachers and staff over here at Ruva Academy. Firmly our faculty is second to none in their commitment to the students' ongoing education and well-being. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. If you have any help with any school, obviously I'll be to lend here. Okay, that's as far as we can go with him. Go back to the nurse's office and go ahead and get Miriam up too, I guess. Might as well get all their meters up before we call it a video. Because, like I said, we can't do it until I can't get the 6th and finals until we do the next badge. So, hey there, come on in. Everyone's welcome to the nurse's office. What brings you here today? I don't see anything super wrong with you or your Pokemon. Wait, is this your first time here, isn't it? Yes. Oh, so I guess you were transferred in recently. You must be thinking, everybody's been talking about you. I've heard all kinds of rumors. Apparently, you fell off a cliff right after rolling in the academy. You even picked a fight with Team Star. Oh yeah, you're starting the treasure hunt thing, right? Come tell me about anything super interesting you find out there in your adventures. I'm just kind of bored sitting here all day. You know, I don't have any classes to teach, and students only come here to skip class. So yeah, drop by if you can. Deal? Deal. Hey there, come on in. Everyone's working in the nurse's office. Have you toughened up a bit? Yes. Well, so you know you're tough stuff, huh? Ha ha. But seriously, you look a bit different. I bet it's because of all the crazy experiences you're having on the treasure hunt. You need to tell me all about what you've been up to. That's a lot of stealth. Wow, that's super cool. I'm sure jealous of you kids. You get to try out new things every single day. Me, on the other hand, I actually wanted to become a teacher. I'm just a school nurse, you know. I can't teach classes or anything like that. I couldn't pass the certification exam to become an actual health teacher. I took it so many times with no luck, so here I am stuck forever in the nurse's office. Oh, sorry, I guess it isn't a very fun thing to talk about, but you're just such a good listener, I find myself telling you all kinds of stuff. Hope you still come to see me if you talk your ear off like this. Sure. Well, you talk about having a quick look. Alright, so that's as far as I can go with them. Well, I guess I have to move. I guess Nurse Miriam had to move real quick. Like I said, I'm gonna get all their infinity up as far as I can before I move on. Before I call it. Oh, hey, G-Gas, sorry, were you looking for me? I've been away from the nurse's office lately. Did you need something from me? Yeah. Oh, your Pokemon hurt? Just a sec. Here you go, a little first aid. You guys really down an adventure out there judging for the scrapes and cuts. Huh? Oh, yes, it's pretty unusual when we got in the nurse's office like this. I'm actually going to studying. Thought about trying to have to help teach us to finish the exam one more time. You can do it. Just so you know, it's totally not because I'm inspired by a certain somebody working hard at the treasure hunt, okay? Well, maybe I am just a little bit. So, you know, thanks, yeah. My break time's almost over. I know you've been cheering me on. Yeah. Alright, so I gotta find, alright, those two. Get them going, get those last two, then we'll be done for now. Over an hour long, but hey, it works. Hey, Hassel. Hello there, DK3A. I try to visit the schoolyard from time to time. It's good to see young ones with so much energy and vigor. You think so? Oh, yes, indeed. Just watching is enough to make an old man like me feel more alive. Master Hassel, might I have a word? You, what are you doing here? I told you many times not to bother me here at the academy. Yeah, I am bound to become. Our family's future is of paramount importance. It was good speaking to you, DK3A. Something important has come up, so I must excuse myself now. Okay. Let's discuss this matter elsewhere. Come. Hello. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a pinch. Take a look at this. This probably really doesn't seem to be feeling well. I don't know if the poor thing can even stand up. What should I do? What should I do? Use a potion on it. Oh, right. I can use a potion. Do you have any on you, think yesterday? Yeah, I do. I'll fit you up, my friend. Potion power, go! That's why you use the language arts. Dude, that's the I've done the trick just in the nick of time. But this probably doesn't appear to belong to a trainer who could a wild Pokemon have wandered into the academy grounds. So I can't just leave it here without anyone make sure it's okay. It's decided that asshole will just have to let all the helping hands I have to take care of Palmy in this touch and go situation. Mercy very much for your advice. You're welcome. Adios, farewell. Alright, so we gotta go back to the entrance hall. Let's talk to Hassel again. Like I said, I'm just getting all the Infinity up as far as I can go, and then we'll call it. Because I said, then we do our next recording session. We'll get the next gym taken care of. Oh, I know they're on DKS 3A. I'm sorry, I was just lost and didn't notice your approach. I feel much again apologize for the trespassing in the schoolyard. It didn't bother me. Ah, that's very magnanimous of you. That woman you showed was a dragon tamer and a relative of mine, my bad. You see, I come from a very long line of trainers who specialize in dragon-type Pokemon. There was a child in our family who was expected to stand on his head and lay into his greatness. But the young lad, rebellious little fellow that he was, ran away from home one day. He made quite a show of it, too, so he'd make a living with music. A lot happened since then, and now he's the art teacher and Elite Four member before you. Oh, so he's an Elite Four member. I forgot about that. After I so rudely took my leave during our last conversation, my dear relative encouraged me to give up teaching and return home at last. I've been told that the current leader of our family has to say my father is in poor health. Oh, but I do apologize, but I'm not cut out for teaching after all. What sort of teacher grumbles on and on his own students? You're a great teacher. Oh, my dear Jesse, I have no idea how much your words mean to me. Thank you so very much. You're welcome. Alright, so I just got to finish up Salvatore, and then that'll be it. And then, like I said, we'll call it. Like I said, when we do our next recording session, we'll get that 7th gym badge. And once we get the 7th gym badge, I'll be able to, where do you want to go? I'll get that 7th gym badge, and then I'll be able to finish up the classes. Oh, my dear KS3A. Thanks for your advice before upon me. Well, just see for yourself. It seems very quiet. Yeah, it's feeling better, but this particular problem may just be a meek, I suppose. I had Nurse Mary take a look at it as well, and she said there's nothing wrong with this health-wise. So it shouldn't have any injuries, ailments, or the like. Even so, it never utters so much as a cry, which is odd. That part is even Mr. Jock here stumped. Sorry it couldn't be of any help. Yeah, don't worry about it. I have some more information now thanks to the Academy security cameras, though. It seems Palmy was attacked by a wild Pokemon and fled here to the Academy grounds. Maybe it's still in a bit of a shock from that experience and can't bring himself to speak yet? Yep, if that's the case, there's absolutely no problem with keeping quiet. We can just attend to it and wait, that is, until it feels like talking. That's all we can do, really. Even if you can speak all sorts of languages, there's no guarantee that you can understand what's going on in somebody's heart. But have no fear, I won't give up. No, I'll keep on trying until we figured each other out. Let's see here. Looks like I got everything I can do right now, so let's just make it back to the entrance. And like I said, I'm save it, end it here. Thank y'all for watching this with the Earthbound crew. When we get the 7th gym badge and stuff like that, I'll be back to finish up the last classes in the finals. Yeah, I'll thank y'all for coming, and y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all next time.